What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's do it. American Horror Story Cult, episode 9. Alright, y'all. Tonight was the equally crazy ass episode. Kai is power tripping. Some things are starting to turn around, so let's go ahead and get into it. So the beginning of this episode starts off with a brief history of all of the cults of the latter 20th century, or the most notable cults, such as Heaven's Gate, such as Jim Jones, and also such as David Koresh. So Jim Jones is referred to as the Kanye of cults. Okay, he is the originator of the phrase drink the Kool-Aid. And we got to see Evan Peters play a lot of different people, so that was probably the coolest thing. He trying to get his Emmy. This is his Emmy episode. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna go with it. Side note, I just want to say that this episode was directed by somebody we didn't see this season, but she's always around, Angela Bassett. So that's dope that she's behind the camera this season. So Kai is retelling the story in a fairy tale-like way about these people, all these different cults, and you know what happened. So Heaven's Gate was the cult where they like killed themselves. They thought they was going to another planet or something like that, and they killed themselves, and it was like they was in bunk beds. It was like 14, 15 people. It might have been more than that. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. David Koresh happened in Waco. Waco was about maybe 3 hours away from here. It was compound. The FBI was going to raid the compound, so he just burned the damn compound down, child, with everybody in it, and including himself, or shot the people that was in it. I'm sure those were people who were trying to leave. And Jim Jones actually did something that was, bigger than both of them. He took his whole congregation. They went to go live somewhere in South America. I don't want to name the wrong country. They built their own like little town. They were very poor. People were starving. There was a lot of sexual activity going on out there that wasn't right. Jim Jones started tripping. He was on drugs. He started tripping. He started being paranoid. They killed a congressman or a senator that came to visit the town, because they hyped it up like it was so great. And whenever that senator was leaving, somebody slipped up a note and was like, get us the hell up out of here because it's all type of stuff going on up and through here. And he tried to help them, or he was getting on the plane. He was gonna go back and get help, and they shot him when he was getting on the plane, child. So after that, Jim Jones started tripping. He was like, everybody gonna kill themselves. So he put some Kool-Aid. Everybody drank the Kool-Aid. Some people did not drink the Kool-Aid. They escaped. Some people, changed their mind at the last minute. But all in all, 200 and some odd people died. I have seen documentaries about this for years and years and years. Also, I lived through the whole David Koresh nightmare. That was a mess. I remember that's the only thing I know about Waco, Texas. And my sister lives like an hour away from Waco. And I was like, girl, that's the only thing I know about Waco is David Koresh, child. And I remember Heaven Gates briefly because they spoke about it on the news. It wasn't I don't know a whole lot about that cult. But I'm into stuff like that. So, it's really interesting that they bringing all this into play on this episode. He has given everybody in the cult names like Tripod, Heart Attack, Puss Pocket, or Puss something to do with Puss, y'all. So he's giving all these little guys names in the little cult. Dude is like, oh snap, we in a cult? Like, I thought we was in a political move. Nah, bro, we in a cult. Like, this is what we doing. We in a cult. So he talks about how he values loyalty and asks them would they die for him. And they're like, yes, we would die for you willingly. So it's like I said, it's interesting to me to see how people will put themselves in these positions and just will give up all authority over their life and will let these people control them and, tell them what to do and how to live and whatever, what to believe in. That's crazy. Are y'all watching Leah Remini Scientology? Hello, did you see the episode with Mimi? That shit was crazy. And I don't understand how somebody could do that. I mean, I don't understand. I understand like how it happens, but I personally don't understand how you can let somebody just come in and just change your life out. But that's a whole nother video, so that's neither here nor there. Moving right along. We're at the city council meeting with Kai, and we see that he's wielding even more power. You can clearly see that one of the councilmen done been beat up by them dudes, so he just gonna do whatever Kai tell him to do. Like I said, using fear, intimidation to get at these people or get done what he wants to do. He wants to ban the websites of left-wing propagandists. So basically, he wants everything to come through his server so he can determine what's the news and what's not the news, okay? So there's one person that opposes him. She opposes him vigorously, but everybody else agreed because they all scared to death of him. And then he announces that he's going to run for Senate in 2018 because he feels like they need him in Washington. And they're like, okay, well, you're running against an incumbent. He's been elected like 3 times in a row. It's going to be hard for you to win. And he's basically just like, well, things happen. We all know Kai will slash the shit out of somebody if he need to. So he ain't worrying about that. He just gonna kill everybody till he the president. That's what he thinks it was. Allie and Ivy are at their house. Allie wants to know, what the hell is going on? Why did you join this cult? What is your reasoning for doing this crazy shit? Like, I need answers. And Ivy starts giving all these excuses. Y'all, every excuse she gave was just so damn selfish and shallow and just, everything for yourself. It was like, I felt bad. I wanted, you know, I was overwhelmed with your phobias. And I just wanted somebody to tell me what to do. I needed a daddy to tell me what to do and what to believe in. She hated her. She hated her. She wanted to be the mom. She wanted to have Oz. She wanted all that stuff. The excuses are just trifling. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's real trifling. Oz and Winter arrive at the house. Winter gives an apology to Allie. So this is after she gives Oz the twisty comic book and lets him go upstairs, you know, to get away from all the drama. Winter gives her apology, girl. Winter is a shady hoe. Winter is one of them hoes you have to watch, okay? Because one second you think she on their side, the next second she's still doing stuff for Kai because she's scared she gonna die. So she spin this whole story about she doesn't trust Kai anymore because he killed their brother right in front of her and she thought he was going to protect her, but she realized that he will kill her at the drop of a dime. So she thinks that they should run. That's the plan. She like, let's get the hell up out of here. Now, we need to leave. We don't need to tell nobody. So they all agree. But right when they say that, some of Kai's guards bust in the door and they tell them to come. Kai wants them to come to the main house to have a meet. Bring Eyes too. So when they get there, the one thing, my most favorite, most shadiest moment of this whole show was when Beverly slapped the dog shit out of Winter for lying on her. Girl, don't you ever. You done got me put in this hole, bitch. I'm about to knock on sight. It's on site. I'm on ready. Bev knocked her beside her head for lying on her about Samuels, putting that murder on her when she know that she did it. And Kai says, stop. They need to stop. They need to get past the petty of politics and enter into their power space. Okay? So he just let that girl slap you upside your head. So he brings out a bowl of Kool-Aid and then he pours everybody a cup. He gives a speech about banding together and you know what they're gonna do when they're gonna transcend and la 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 la. Puss Bucket, you know, they getting ready to drink and Puss Bucket say, hey, I don't want to do this. I don't want to die. I want to live. Okay, I don't want to be a part of no cult. And Gary turned around and shoot the shit out of him. He must have shot him like 15 times. I say, oh Lord, you just gonna kill the man. Oh. So everybody's scared now. Basically at this point, it's either drink the liquid or get shot. To me, it wouldn't have made no difference, to be honest with you, because I'm going to be dead either way it goes. But they all drink. Beverly drinks first. She was just like, forget it, child, fuck it. She took it to the head. The rest of them, they ain't really want to do it, but they all drank it too. When he was doing this, y'all, as soon as he shot Gary, I knew that there was some bullshit. Because how you gonna run for senator, you kill everybody and you kill yourself? You're not gonna kill yourself, y'all. He too self-centered for that. He ain't gonna do that. Then he drank it and he was like, oh, is this a joke? I'm not gonna get you to kill yourself. You have to vote. I mean, I'm running for Senate. What are you talking about? I just wanted to make sure that you guys were loyal. And so he played with everybody. Y'all, he played with everybody's mind like that. I cannot, okay, with Kai. So Allie and Ivy are back at the crib, and they like, we out this bitch. Okay, we gonna pick up Eyes, and we getting the fuck up out of here. Ain't nobody got time for that. We ain't even gonna look back. So they get everything together. They go to pick up Eyes from school, but guess what? He's already gone because Winter has picked him up, that shady hoe. Just after she finished apologizing and doing all of that, she got scared again after she had to drink that punch, honey. And they still got her ass on the list at school. People, make sure you put the people on the list, okay? So random people can't just pick up your child. So she's still on the list apparently. She picked up Eyes and he back at the house. So they run over to the house. Kai has him in the house and he's doing the pinky thing with him. He filling his head with all type of bullshit like two mamas can't have a baby and you need a man to teach you how to be a man and everybody has a daddy and yada yada yada. I'm not saying that he don't need to know this at some point in his life, but at his age now, that's really neither here nor there. He can ask about that and learn about that when he's old enough to really understand what's going on. This is inappropriate. Telling them all this. Ivy and Allie bust in. They want to take him home. And he says, well, why do you want to take him away from his father? His father? What the hell is you talking about? His father? So he repeats this same story. Tells her that, well, you know, I donated all the time at the clinic y'all go to. Lesbians love that clinic. And I donate there all the time. So I could be his father. You know, I keep track of all my children. Gassing them like he really think he knows that Oz is his kid. He don't know if Oz is his kid. And I can tell you that shit from the beginning. I was like, Kai is full of shit, y'all. And ask the kid what he wants to do. And Oz dumbass is like, I want to stay with Dad. Oz, you haven't realized all this stuff that's going on around you. You smart enough to get on Wikipedia, but you ain't smart enough to realize these some fools. Child, listen. Oz need his ass whooped. I see his ass whoop. You don't tell nobody. You don't even know him. You gonna say you want to stay with him. You don't know that's your daddy. When he said he was the daddy, y'all, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, just because you said you the daddy don't mean you the daddy. There ain't no DNA test. You ain't got no paperwork. You just saying, oh, I think I'm the daddy because I donated at that clinic. Okay. Just because you said it don't make it so, sir. So yeah, I was like, don't you damn ever say no. Child, he need his ass whipped just for that. So they leave him at the house. They decide that, it's not worth it to try to get him out because Kai gonna kill everybody, child. He can spend a night or whatever. Allie is pissed, but Ivy is like, look, I saved her and we got some plans to come up with something. So they go home that night and they have switched roles. Actually, this scene was quite a role reversal because Allie was the one that was calming Ivy down, trying to get her to relax about everything that was going on. She made some pasta. She made some wine. She sits down and tries to talk to her, tells her that she has a plan. She starts to talk about the time when she was in the psych ward and how, for the first week she wanted to kill herself because she thought about all the people she loved that had put her in jail and, how alone she felt and all of this. And the second week she decided to pull herself together and she began to focus on something else, which is revenge. So she said revenge took the place of her phobias. She's so focused on revenge that she's not even thinking about the things she's scared of anymore. Ivy, surprisingly, she started talking shit. I said, Ivy, you might not want to do this because the whole time she was eating, I'm like, you don't even notice this girl ain't ate one bite of food. She haven't drunk one sip of drink, girl. Like, there's something going on, sis. I knew that. As soon as she started talking about revenge, I was like, oh, that bitch done poisoned that food. I already, girl, listen, I done seen Deadly Women enough times to know why you talking crazy, girl. You already dead. Ivy started talking shit like, well, girl, this is just nothing but a passing phase. You say you over your phobias because this is going on, but when this is over with, girl, you're gonna go right back to being scared of every damn thing. You ain't gonna do shit to me, so just be quiet. And as soon as she started talking, she started choking on the chicken, honey. She choked, fell out, and died. And Allie started saying, the one thing I wish for more than anything in the world is to watch you die. I said, and I was here for it because Allie deserved every bit of it. Her wishy-washy, selfish, dumb. Only people who live in a first world country can afford to have these same stupid problems. Meanwhile, at the cult, Kai is deep in Mr. Rogers' story time, talking about Jim Jones and everything that happened with Jim Jones' cult. Plus, he added an extension. And y'all, this was so hokey and just crazy looking. It looked like a theater play. I think it was supposed to look like that. They was making it look ridiculous on purpose. But it was like Jesus came down on a string with some angels on a string. And they were like, oh, and Jim Jones woke up. And then everybody else started waking up. He was like, you don't know this extra part to the story. Everybody came back to life. Boy, I was sitting in the chair looking like nah, bro. That's not what happened. What had happened was they still dead. Everybody killed themselves and people can't even find their loved ones to bury them. And he's like, that's fake news. Wikipedia is fake news. So he getting upset with Oz because Oz, like a real kid, okay, is interjecting with the truth, with actual facts and not things that you make up. Okay, he says he knows things. He knows things that other people don't know. He's telling the truth for sure. Oz interjects again and says something else. He says, you know what, Oz, you a doubter. And then he's like, put him in timeout. And y'all, they snatched the little boy up so rough and they just throw him in the time. I don't even know what timeout is, but they throw him in timeout. It was messed up because I was like, why you gonna snatch the baby like that? Poor Oz. So Allie has put her plan in motion. She goes to the sperm donor clinic and she convinces the clerk with a little cash to pull that file because she want to see who is the father, who was the donor for her and Ivy. And she finds out that the donor is not Kai. Like I said, he was full of crap. He is not the baby daddy. He is not the pappy. And she gets the clerk to switch the picture for his picture. So she goes over to the house for Oz. The Old Navy crew will not let her get Oz from the house, and so she invites Kai over for dinner. She says she's making sandwiches. So they kind of do a little trick on us with this scene because they make us think she's gonna poison him again. But in my mind, I'm like, she's not gonna poison him again. She not gonna do the same trick twice. They're not gonna do the same thing twice. So he comes over to the house later and they discuss Ivy's death. He's like, where's your wife? She's in the trunk. What do you mean she's in the trunk? I killed her. I put her in my trunk. Oh, okay, well, how did you kill her? I'm gonna poison her. Y'all notice he ate that sandwich because he was like, bitch, you ain't gonna poison me because you ain't gonna find out where your son is, girl. So I'm about to pull your card hole. You not about to poison me. So he kept eating that sandwich. I don't think he drank any wine, but she was drinking wine, so I'm pretty she didn't poison him. She pulls out the file and shows him the file across the table, and she says, Oz is his baby, and he is giddy. He is over the moon, okay? He's so excited that they made a little Messiah baby. He is crunk. And if you did not catch what she was doing, she's using his own manipulation tactic against him. Notice that Kai gives everybody what they desire the most. Kai's desire is to feel special, to feel unique, to feel godlike, to feel loved, okay? So by her telling him that Oz is his son, he feels like he's just God who's made this Messiah, so now he's gassed. So she actually has the upper hand in this situation. He's all excited about the baby, and after that, they dump Ivy's body in the room with his mama and his daddy. He said Ivy can't be in the bed because she ain't family. So they lay her ass on the floor and they put some lime on top of her. They get Oz from Winter. He gives them a hug and say now they can be an actual real family. And he hugs her and she's looking at the camera like, bitch, now I got to deal with this. Kai was power tripping, but I feel like his plan is going to start to crumble apart, especially because, did y'all notice again, he took the Adderall when Oz was getting smart with him going back and forth in front of all them people, he like popped 3 Adderall before he told him to put him in timeout. So I feel like that's something that's going to have something to do with something, and I feel like Winter, even though she a shady hoe, she going to come through in the end and do something that's positive for the girls, because I just feel like she a scary ass bitch. That's why she keep doing everything, because he intimidate her. He scared her to death with that Kool-Aid shit. That's why she went and got the baby. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like in the end, she gonna be right under his, right there under him, the one that's the closest to you. So I feel like she gonna do something to help us out at the end. But hell, I could be wrong, child. I don't know. I think I hit everything. If y'all got anything for me in the comments that I missed, don't forget to add it. Y'all know I appreciate y'all correcting me on whatever I missed or messed up, or misinterpreted, because a lot of times I hear stuff and I try not to have to watch the show like 3 times because it takes too long to do the review. So anywho, y'all don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share my video with your friends, okay? So I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, so don't be afraid. Hit that subscribe button, people. If you might here visiting me my first time, hey, how you doing? If you a new subscriber, hey, how you doing? I'll holler at y'all next week. Peace.